Mike, Conn, are you ready to rock and roll, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, come on up and let's see what you've got Connect for.
So, good news. Today, Q1 is 68% over. It's already 68% over. It's only 68% over. So how do you feel about it? You feel like it's going good? You feel like, or you feel like, I wish I could turn back time. Like, I'm not going to sing the share song for you, but I do want to know at your table. I got one question for you. With Q1, think that through, and then my question for you is, what do you think is the sharpest tool in the locker room of your organization? What do you think is the sharpest tool in the locker room of your organization? You get 1 minute at your table to talk about it. Ready, go. All right, so let me ask you, what do you think in your organization, what do you think is the sharpest tool? What do you guys come up with? We don't have time for everybody to say it, you know how that works, but I do want to hear from you. What do you think it is? Teamwork, okay, good. What else? Communication, good. What else? Associates, good. What else? Support staff, good. Somebody over here? Leadership, really good. That's really good. I think this is really important. Culture Eats Strategy for Breakfast, and that encompasses everything that you said. It's a great quote by Peter Drucker. And I think the most valuable tool in the locker room, it's your words, and it affects all that. Everything that you're talking about, the communication that you give, the communication you receive, the way that you coach people up, the leadership that you give, the way that you allow things to happen. I mean, that's what culture is, the way we do what we do and the way we allow it to be done. I want to caution you about something. The greatest tool that you have in the tool shed could also become the sharpest weapon that you have. And if you just put it on autopilot and just kind of let it roll, I mean, good luck with that. Regardless of if you're 68% of Q1 finished or not. This is something that for us as leaders, it's great for us to talk about what's important. It's great for us to model what's important. And I want to encourage you to kind of come around and bring the why. Always wrap back the why. This is important. It's what we do. Yes, core values, mission statement, all that is really, really, really important. But I love what you said, Hal, about what you guys do at Arvest and over $500,000 that you've given, but then also the 2,500 hours of volunteer service. That's not just saying this is important, it's us doing what's important. I think that's a great bar for your organization, and it's something for all of us to aspire to. You may not be able to give that kind of money or give that kind of time, but it's not a competition. And this is the thing I think that robs a lot of joy in the workplace, at home. When we look at someone else, we're like, man, we don't have that many blue shirts over here, or whatever the thing is. We don't have those kind of resources, and then you compare what you can do, the good you can do, with the good that somebody else does. I mean, I don't know, Amanda, if you had like $1 every time you got either one of my boys ready to play football and basketball this year, every time we had a text message like this is what you do. And yes, what you say is really, really, really important. But the words that we lead with and then the action that we put behind it, this is how we continue to strive and make Duncan not just the best place that people, but the place that people want to come back to and the people don't want to leave from. That's a huge thing. And so my encouragement to you today is to be able to lean into those words and really, when you see someone doing good, catch them doing good. So then whenever they get the text message or the email or the phone call, it says, hey Mike, could you come to my office for a moment? Then it doesn't feel like fourth grade Mike when Mrs. Howard pressed on the intercom, will you please send Mike Conn to the principal's office? Like, it doesn't feel like that. It's a conversation that continues to evolve because you are some of the best parts of what's right with our community, and the people who are part of your team, they're that same thing. So we have this filter, I call it the H2O filter. It's with our words. You want to bring hope to the person you're talking to. Bring honor to the person you're talking about, and then look for an opportunity to serve them. This can be a game changer. I mean, you know what the filter does? The filter keeps the junk out. If it's a water filter or an air filter or an oil filter, whatever it does, it's designed to keep the junk out. A lot of times we have our words and we say, oh man, hey, I'm sorry for that thing that I said. Because it's a lot easier to ask for forgiveness than permission, right? But what I'm asking you to do is to develop this filter before you say the words when it comes out. And when we do this, gossip goes away. When we do this, mean girls goes away. When we do this, the undercurrent of, oh my gosh, here we go again, that will go away. And you have the opportunity to do that with your words. Bring hope to the person you're talking to, bring honor to the person you're talking about, and look for an opportunity to serve them. Now, I love Chick-fil-A. I mean, if we're having Chick-fil-A, please bring me a spicy chicken sandwich with extra pickles. But the thing I love most about Chick-fil-A is not their chicken. They have this culture. David Salyers was their vice president of operations, and he was on a podcast talking about what they do. And regardless if your last name is Kathy and your family owns the business, or you're the chief toilet scrubber, for everyone in the organization, they want these three things. This is how they treat everyone. I see the best in you. I want the best for you, and I expect the best from you. I see the best in you. I want the best for you, and I expect the best from you. And when that is the culture, then, hey Mike, can you come to my office for a few minutes? That changes the whole connotation of it. Because I know it's not target practice. One of the talks I do is called the human pinata. It's about feedback redefined. like a lot of times we say, here's a stick, just swing away. That's not how it has to be. And that's not even how we intend it as leaders a lot of the time. But sometimes that's how it feels. And if there's no accountability, doesn't have encouragement, it feels like target practice. And so the words that you have, the words that you want to permeate your organization, man, you have a great opportunity to do that. And that always starts from you. It doesn't start with the person who used to be here, or even the next person who will be here. It starts with you and starts with me today. I have this thing that I want to tell you about. And it's this blue thing that's on your table. It's called the People Lab Starter Kit. So far, we've done about 450 sessions in businesses. And this People Lab Starter Kit is for anyone who hasn't yet brought us in or has brought us in and they need a refresher for everybody. What it is it's our best introductory content from our first 450 sessions. And what I do, what my team does, we solve the problem of division and disunity in the workplace. And we do that by moving team members to becoming teammates. And we do that by focusing on these 4 key topics: communication and culture, execution and teamwork, leadership and supervision, and personal development and growth. And what you have in this course is a module on each one of those things. And it's really, really helpful. It helps get us all on the same page. It also comes with fill-in-the-blank workbooks. You get 5 licenses with this. And then we're on a teachable.com platform. So everybody gets a password, and you have the ability, if you have more than 5 people in your team, you have the ability to buy more licenses for $19. Also comes with 3 bonuses. One's a PDF, 4 ways to let your team know that you're for them. The second is an audio talk that I did at the Main Street Duncan about the zone of courage. And then the third one is an actual session that we did with the Leadership Duncan Class 27. Now, the reason I'm sharing all this to you today is because you're here, you get a 10% discount. Just enter the code CHAMBER and you get a 10% discount. Will that go out on social media? Probably so. But you already have it. So when you take this and you go to this website and you type in that code CHAMBER, you get a discount. Now, the whole reason that I'm telling you all this is because I'm for you. Everything that we do is designed to help people feel seen and feel valued. And I think you have an opportunity to do that in all the best ways. Have a fantastic rest of your day.